One autumn day in August, we returned to visit Ba Hon, the homeland of hero of the People's Armed Force Phan Thi Rang. Her life was the inspiration for the character Sister Sue in Anh Duc's famous literary work Hon Dat. Ba Hon is a rocky coastal strip along the western coast, on National Highway 80, about 30 kilometers from Ratcha City, and 70 kilometers from Ha Tien City. It is a red address, a notable historical site in Kinh Giang province in particular, and Vietnam's western border in general. Ladies and gentlemen, during the Resistance War, Ba Hon was known as a land of heroes. It was a fierce battlefield for the military and the people of Kinh Giang province in particular, and the southwest region in general. Today, this once barren land, scarred by bombs and bullets, is now green with fruit orchards and lined with rows of well-built houses. The military and the people of Ba Hon are working hard to develop the economy and build an increasingly prosperous homeland. Now, let's join the Do on a journey to discover the new vitality of Ba Hon. Ba Hon is both a simple and endearing name, referring to a group of historical sites, including Hon Dat, Hon Met, and Hon Queo, located in Tho Son Commune, Hon Dat District, Kinh Giang Province. Tho Son Commune's natural area is only 60 square kilometers, but the landscape here is beautiful, with the sea nearby and hills next to the plains, forming a picturesque scene. Visiting Ba Hon means experiencing spaces rich in traditional crafts. Among them, pottery making and stone splitting have been recognized as traditional crafts of Kinh Giang province. The Khmer people in Hon Queo hamlet are renowned for their pottery skills, which have been practiced for over 100 years. These products can be found in many provinces in the Mekong Delta and Ho Chi Minh City. However, the market is shrinking as fewer people use these traditional items. The major sources of income for the residents of the commune as a whole, and the hamlet of Hon Queo in particular, are agriculture, specifically rice cultivation, fishing, and aquaculture. Additionally, people have a side job of making clay pots. This craft is convenient because people can work indoors, even when it rains. It's a supplementary job besides farming. People utilize their free time to do it. A seemingly casual lark has yielded substantial financial returns. The Ba Hon's clay is the special material that gives the products their unique quality. Through the skilled hands of the Khmer artisans, the pottery in Tho Son has its own beauty. Over time, the clay pots are less used in modern life. Nevertheless, in Hon Queo hamlet, there are still about 10 households, keeping the old craft alive. Today's products target the niche markets, where there's demand for aesthetic, nostalgic items, especially for display and use at tourist sites. This is also an opportunity for the craft village people of Ba Hon to preserve their unique local features. I sell my products in Anh Giang, Dong Thap, Ken Tho, sometimes in So Strang, Bac Lu, everywhere, and Kamau as well. On a sunny day, I'm able to finish making from 30 to over 30 pots, but on rainy days, it might take 1 to 2 more days. In a month of 30 days, I can make 700,800 pots. The smallest ones start from just over 10,000 dong, going up to around 20,000 dong. The larger ones can cost up to 40,000 or even 50,000 dong. The people of Ba Hon also have a tradition of inshore fishing. Here, fishermen go out to sea daily, fishing in nearshore waters, so boats return the same day, docking right at this Hon Queo port. Returning to visit Ba Hon today, it's hard to believe that, during over 20 years of resistance against foreign invaders, this tiny, cave-dotted area endured thousands of tons of bombs, bullets, and defoliants, along with hundreds of sweeping operations by U.S. puppet forces. Though Sun was one of the fiercest battlefields during the resistance war, so in peacetime, what gratitude programs has your locality implemented for the revolutionary contributors? Though Sun Commune was a revolutionary base for the district and province, we have 243 families under preferential treatment policy, including to heroic Vietnamese mothers. In addition to the benefits provided by regulations, the commune has also mobilized businesses and philanthropists to support policy families. We are leveraging available funding to create jobs, as well as help them invest in animal husbandry and production for a stable economic development. And in the coming time, what are those Sun communes' development orientations, sir? Though Sun commune still has war relics, withered vegetation, and heavily alum-contaminated soils, the people's lives are facing many difficulties. The key economic sectors of the locality are agricultural production, aquaculture, and fisheries. In farming, we focus on developing the collective economy, gradually converting some inefficient rice-growing areas to grow fruit trees with higher economic value. Regarding tourism development, there are a total of about 14 historical and cultural relics. In the future, we will propose to higher levels to focus investment capital on restoring the cave and hill systems, relic areas, and former revolutionary base areas. Thank you for sharing with our program. Ladies and gentlemen, visiting Hon Dat today reminds us of the character Sister Sue in Anh Duc's work Hon Dat, a figure inspired by the hero of the People's Armed Force, Phan Thi Rang, the land of Ba Hon, where the female hero fell, forever engraves the heroic stories of the resistance era. Towering piles of rocks stacked high. How strange it is for rocks to command the land. Mr. Tran Van Heen, Deputy Director of Hon Dat District Center for Culture, Sports and Broadcasting, proudly shared that each place in this land is intertwined with the history of our nation's defense. In 1964, the Central Office for South Vietnam opened a strategic transportation route named 1C. It stretched from the southeastern region to the tip of Cà Mau, providing a vital supply line for weapons. From the north to the south, the basin area of this route was Vinh Tay, Tam Naan, Sai San, Bay Nui, Ba Hon. Ba Hon became a gathering point, a junction for receiving troops, and also an important node on the military front. Ba Hon served as a strategic location to draw enemy forces away, thereby dispersing their strength. Therefore, they frantically used modern warfare means, including ground, air forces, and warships, to attack this Ba Hon area. As a result, fierce struggles took place here, including the 11-day and night battle in 1962, when Colonel Wong Van Lac, the provincial chief, brought troops to pacify this Ba Hon area. At that time, Ms. Phan Thi Rang, or Sister Sue in the Hon Dat work, was on a mission from Hon Met to Hon Dat. When these forces discovered her, she was on a mission with two comrades, Ba Hon and To Ha. She ordered the two comrades to quickly return and inform the comrades in the cave, and she alone rushed forward to draw the forces chasing after her. Hero of the People's Armed Forces, Phan Thi Rang, was originally from Luong Phi Commune, Tri Ton District in Giang Province. In 1950, at just 13 years old, she joined the National Salvation Youth Union and achieved many accomplishments. When she was transferred to Ba Hon, serving as a member of the Hon Dat District Party Committee, on the morning of January 9, 1962, she was captured by the enemy. while on a mission. Despite being subjected to brutal torture, she firmly refused to reveal any information. The female hero bravely sacrificed her life at the beautiful young age of 25. They used all tactics, first trying to persuade and extract information, then threatening hanging her suspended from a tree, and shooting at her body, swinging her back and forth, with drops of blood falling to the ground. Finally, they used her long hair, split it in two, and hung her on a mango branch, then used a knife to slash her neck until she died. Today's generation continues to pledge gratitude to a generation of barefoot, iron-willed heroes who gave their lives without hesitation. On every inch of the homeland, there are people who became immortal legends, bringing glory to Ba Hon. Presently, the Ba Hon National Historical Site and Scenic Area, located at the foot of the mountain between Hon Dat and Hon Met, covers an area up to 0.2 hectares. This place also preserves many images and documents, reflecting the heroic struggle history of the military and the people of Hon Dat District and Kinh Giang Province. Every year on January 9th, thousands of people gather here to attend the death anniversary of Hero of the People's Armed Forces, Phan Thi Rang. On the former fire line, a vast green color covers the once barren rocky land at the moment. The once dead land is now green with fruits, which is very new to visitors, and also a source of pride for the locals. Mr. Nguyen Than Du, director of Cat Ho Loc Hon Dat Mango Cooperative, shared that 20 years ago, these Cat Ho Loc mango seedlings were brought from the Tien River area in Cai Bi District, Tien Giang Province. The crop conversion unexpectedly brought good results when the trees took root and grew well on this land. So far, the cooperative has nearly 450 hectares of mango orchards, with more than 250 members. The Cat Ho Loc Hon Dat Mango brand was recently recognized as a 4-star OCOP product of Kinh Giang Province. I see that the number of cooperative members is currently pretty high. Was there any difficulty in encouraging people to join the cooperative? In 2018, the cooperative was established with 13 members, operating according to the VGAP standards. Previously, their production mindset followed old agricultural methods. Their customs were to use whatever they were familiar with. Since the transfer of science and technology, we had encouraged them to use biological agents like organic fertilizers, which had always been challenging because they lacked experience in this treatment area. So persuading them still faced many difficulties. During the operation, we was encouraging mango-growing households to join the cooperative so we could orient towards exporting to foreign markets. Now we have over 0.250 members. Where are your main markets? The cooperative sells to discerning customers, VIP customers, who take them to places like Hanoi, northern regions, into supermarkets. Additionally, the cooperative also exports raw mangoes to nearby regions and provinces, like Tien Giang and Hue, sometimes to Ho Chi Minh City. The cooperative's future direction is to expand and propagandizing our membership, so we can establish area codes, then sign contracts with EU regions to export to wider markets, enabling the mango farmers in this commune to achieve higher levels of development. Perhaps the soil composition here, including soil mixed with limestone and sandy clay, along with groundwater from rock crevices, has created a suitable nutrient source for mango trees to thrive. The most unique feature of Cat Ho Loc mangoes in Tho Sun commune is that they bear fruit year-round. Because the fruit is large, sweet, with very firm flesh, Cat Ho Hon Dat mangoes are very popular with customers. To increase the value of the mangoes, the cooperative is focusing on developing mango areas towards biosafe production and according to the VGAP standards. Following the guidance of the cooperative's members around here, they instructed me, and it seems to work well. In general, we use biological agents provided by the cooperative to kill bacteria and pests. The first year of doing this was quite optimistic. I'll attempt to do even better this year. As evening fell, we returned to Hon to catch boats back to shore. According to estimates, Tho Son Commune has nearly 400 households engaged in coastal fishing, with about 150 boats for inshore fishing. Mr. Tran Hoang Phuong, a fisherman with 20 years of experience in the fishing industry, said that it's currently mantis shrimp season, a marine crustacean that is available sporadically throughout the year. In addition, this place is quite famous for its sentinel crabs. People in Tho Son Island commune who make a living from fishing mainly operate near the shore, so these are considered as the two main seafood species and the primary livelihood for fishermen. Like many of his fellow fishermen, Mr. Phuong sets out to the sea around 2 a.m. After over 12 hours of fishing, the boat usually returns and docks between 3 and 5 p.m. The fishing method involves setting nets. It's just 1 to 2 nautical miles from the shore. For about the past decade, the mantis shrimp have been plentiful, allowing the locals to live comfortably. On average, after expenses, he can earn a few million dong per trip. My father used to do this. He's now retired, so he passed it on to me. It's better than being a construction worker on land, where I only earn 200,000 to 300,000 dong per day. Running the boat with 2 people, we can make at least 1 to 2 million dong a day. From the 12th onwards until the 20-something, the catch was extremely good, very successful. Like today, I made over 9 million dong. Being your own boss is better, right? That's right. The operational costs are minimal, about 200,000 dong per day. Doing this allows my wife and children at home to live comfortably. The mantis shrimp here are usually classified into 3 types by the locals. Type 1 has the highest quality. It means that the shrimp must meet the weight standard of 150 grams or more, with an average selling price of about 1 million dong per kilogram. Below that weight, they're classified as type 2 or 3. Depending on size, with prices ranging from a few 100,000 dong per kilo. From Hon fresh seafood is transported throughout the western provinces and to Ho Chi Minh City. The locals shared that, while fishing is hard work, they enjoy being their own bosses, without having to wander far from home seeking work. Many generations have continued to cling to the sea and maintain their profession, which is also a way of protecting their homelands, seas, and islands. Going back to see Ba Hon, the former resistance base, is improving day by day. The local people, who were courageous and resilient in wartime, are also very dynamic in developing the economy in peacetime. Let's borrow a few lines from poet Nguyen Din Thi to conclude today's journey. In simple clothes, they held their country dear. They rose to be the heroes of the land, scorched by the sun, drenched by the rain. Each stride a testament to sacrifice's power. From blood and fire, Vietnam was born, rising from the mud, shining bright as morn.